had this epiphany after coming back from my trip to Japan. It's that what is stopping you from liking the things that you're liking or doing the things that you want to do? My entire life, I have almost been ashamed, somewhat, of the things that I enjoy and the things that I like to do. And it's not because the things I like to do are bad or even necessarily that weird or like that different. It's just that I didn't give myself the permission to allow myself to be creative. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people struggle with today. When I was a kid, I got bullied a little bit. I was ostracized for multiple things. I don't really remember specifically what. I was just different. My parents were immigrants. And I distinctly remember saying one time to a lunch aide, "Everybody hates me." And I repeated that multiple times. I said, "Everybody hates me. Everybody hates me. Why does everybody hate me?" That moment in life kind of changed the way that I approached most things and how I felt like I couldn't be myself or I couldn't like the things I liked because I thought I was weird. This period of my life was essentially a time of self-doubt, a time of self-hatred almost, and a time of just not knowing who I was. And so I came up with 3 things in order to help me kind of break free from that and kind of move forward in a way where I can now feel the ability to be creative and do the things I want and just do whatever I want with my own ability and my own power, and then just not feeling ashamed by it and not feeling wrong doing it. The first mistake that I made was I thought that other people's opinions mattered. People's opinions don't matter unless they love you. Growing up, my parents had high expectations of me. I always felt like if I didn't perform in school or if I wasn't doing well in my extracurriculars, that my parents would have a negative judgment of me and it would affect me and make my living situation worse. This was not the case. My parents wanted what's best for me. My parents didn't come from a place of education. They were both immigrants, and all they knew was that good education would lead to success. And they were right. I studied my ass off during high school. I studied my ass off during college. And now I'm in a position where I can do the thing I'm passionate about while also working a job where I'm making a decent amount of money. So their opinions of me mattered. That's because they loved me and they wanted what was best for me. Let's just give an example. Let's say you have a group of friends who doesn't like the things that you like. That's okay. You can have a group of friends that's not into the same things that you are. Let's say you like drawing pictures of dogs or doing something super specific to you. If you have people in your life who are putting you down for the things that you love doing, then they aren't your friends. They're the type of people who are going to stop you from pursuing your dream, and they're the type of people you need to reconsider spending time with. Maybe you have people in your life who really support you in everything that you do. Maybe you have somebody who's going to go to bat for you. He's going to give you advice. He's going to always be there for you when you need it. Those are the type of people that's going to support you. And those are the people that you need to spend your time with. I only say this because when I was growing up, I had a lot of people in my life who didn't appreciate the things that I tried doing or was trying to be creative with. This isn't my first time posting videos. This isn't my first time trying to be creative. My entire life, have posted one video maybe every year, trying something out, trying Twitch streaming, trying this or that, and I can never really concretely set this up. But my brother, my talented, amazing brother, started his own channel and inspired me to do the same. He is somebody who loves me. He told me that you could just do it and you could just start your channel and you could just go ahead and make videos. And so that's what I'm doing. That's the person in my life who gave me the advice and gave me the power to do specifically this. And so my point is, if you don't have people in your life who support the things that you love doing, then find somebody who will. Find somebody who will take care of you. Find somebody who will tell you that what you're doing is okay and normal, so long as it's reasonable, Control your surroundings and control your environment. And the best way to do that is by having people around you who will support you along the way. My second mistake I would say that I made was giving up when people told me to do so. Giving up is something that happens to all of us. You know, as kids, we go through this phase where we try a bunch of sports, we try a bunch of new things. Our parents are always running around trying to get us to places just so we can try new things and figure out what really was our thing to do. I would say that I kind of had that, but I have to make the decision a lot for myself. I tried football, I tried track, I tried all these different sports, and I just felt like a lot of it wasn't for me. But I picked the safest option. I did football, I did track, I did the things that other people did because I felt like I didn't have a place. And then one day I went to get pizza at my local pizza stop, and I saw a building that said jiu-jitsu on it. And I was like, what the hell is that? So I go to the door, I try opening the door, and then I took a step back and told myself, whatever it is, I know my parents wouldn't let me do it, right? That moment right there was maybe 2 or 3 years before I started my jiu-jitsu journey. And I regret not walking through those doors that day. Because if I had started earlier, I would be so much happier and more skilled and more passionate and overall better if I had started earlier. Because I know that's what I want to do. I have a goal in mind and I want to achieve that. If I had started earlier, I would have been happier. So my point is, give yourself permission to do things and try things. And even if you don't have the ability to do them, or you think that other people will put you down if you do try doing them, try them anyways. Because failure is important. I failed that day, but from that day on, I knew that whenever I'm posed with an opportunity, and I know that I'd probably like to do that thing, I'm still gonna try it anyways. I didn't think rock climbing would be fun. I do rock climbing now. I didn't think that collecting music or doing the things that I love, like a lot of them I had doubts about. Making videos I had doubts about. But I chose them and I stuck with them, and I'm gonna keep doing them. Because so long as you don't stop trying at something, you haven't failed. And that's something I think you have to understand. So long as you keep doing something, you will get better. Every single time you do it, you will learn. Every single time you fail, you fall down, as long as you get up, you will succeed. And that brings me into the third decision. And we're gonna start with an example here. I want you to take your hand and I want you to look at it. And then I want you to flip it over like this. I want you to see through that, and I want you to tell your hands and tell your mind to just close and make a fist. Like that. See that? That fist affected the environment around you. You just influenced change in your environment. Congratulations. Because you did that, you should be able to do whatever the hell else you want to do. You have the ability to make choices. Did I force you to close your hand like that? No. You probably listened to me, closed your hand, and maybe you're still holding on to it now. I don't know. You can let go now, by the way. What I'm trying to say is that you have the ability to affect your environment. You can change the things around you. You have a choice. If you like something, then you do it. Are you putting somebody else at risk? No. Are you putting yourself in a situation where you won't be able to recover? As long as you're into something that's reasonable and manageable, then no. And do you love doing that thing? Yes? Then do it. Chase your dreams, chase your passions, and just do what you like. Because the earlier you figure that out, I'm telling you, the more satisfied and the happier you'll be. And you don't have to stick with that thing forever. People change, things change, life goes on sometimes. And if you don't like that thing anymore, acknowledge why you don't like that thing, what got you into it into the first place. And if you really, really want to change that thing that you love, it's okay. Because we live such short lives. We go to school, we work, we have a family, and if you don't have that thing that will drive your soul and make you live your life to your fullest, you will be miserable. And I'm telling you, I see it and it happens to people. They go to work, they go home, and they just don't live. And then when they're on their deathbed and when, there's nobody around them, they just regret things. Don't regret anything. You can fail, but failure isn't something that you regret. A regret is usually when you don't do something. Oh man, I should have talked to that girl. Oh man, I should have gone and tried that thing with my friends. Oh man, I should have. I feel like with my life and the things I do, I regret not doing more things. But regret's dumb. Don't regret things, just change. The same way you close that fist, go and do the things that you want to do. What is stopping you from changing the way that you act, doing the things that you want to do, and wanting to become the best version of yourself that you possibly can be? There is nothing. You can say to yourself, I have all these things I gotta do. I got work. I got these injuries. I got these pills I'm taking. There are people who are in way worse situations than you, who are succeeding in every single way possible because they take life on with open hands and they understand that failure is okay and that they'll grow and that they'll be better from it. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you'll be better after you fail? Do you understand that there's room to grow? That it's okay? That, hey, I know shit must suck right now, but you have the ability to change things, to make things better. You will have to sacrifice though. And that's something that a lot of people struggle with. If you want to get better at something, and if you want to do that thing for the rest of your life, then sacrifice away and go do it. And so this brings me back to the final topic. I read a book recently. It's called Shop Class as Soulcraft. That book talked about the value of working with your hands and just being somebody who affects the community around you and provides something that is tangible, right? The little things. To me, the little things are the things that are in my house. I have a lot of memorabilia from Japan. I have these CDs over here. They bring me joy. I remember one time playing a CD in a car, and one of my friends said, "Why are you using CDs still? What the hell are you doing? What is this, 2002? And then I was like, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe I won't collect CDs. They are kind of weird. But no, they're not. It brings me joy. It brings me joy to put a CD into a CD player. It brings me joy to play video games. It brings me joy to record videos. So I will keep doing it. And there's nothing that can stop me, and there is nobody on this earth, unless it's somebody who loves me very dearly, that I'll consider, that will change my mind on that. Find the small things in life, find the excellence in them, find what makes you love them, and try to emulate that. Try to be what that small thing is. Try to create that same feeling of that small thing brings to you, and I'm telling you, you will live a happy and more content life. This is Matt from The Alive Company. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.